I've been making Call of Duty YouTube videos for over 10 years now, and it is very rare that I get news where I can say that I'm surprised, I'm shocked, I did not see this coming. But today is one of those days. I woke up this morning, and I'm not kidding when I say I don't think I would have been more shocked if I woke up with my head so into the carpet than getting this news. I rolled over, looked at my phone, and Twitter had blown up. The reason for it is Microsoft bought Activision and Blizzard for $70 billion. All of it. All of the games. So that includes Call of Duty, that includes Warzone, that includes Overwatch, World of Warcraft, StarCraft. All of the games that Activision and Blizzard put out, including things like Candy Crush, have been purchased by Microsoft and therefore purchased by Xbox. This is the biggest news to Call of Duty that we have received in years, and it is going to change a lot of things. There are also some things that are very strange about this deal with the news that we had received over the past couple of weeks. That is what we're going to talk about in this video, and also talk about how it is going to affect Call of Duty moving forward. Just yesterday, I made a video talking about the future of Call of Duty, which is super strange. A lot of what I talked about yesterday, it will not change. However, some of what I talked about most definitely will. Now, one of the reasons why this news is so weird is because just weeks ago, Microsoft stated, Phil Spencer stated, that they would have to rethink the way that they worked with Activision and Blizzard because of the accusations against Bobby Kotick, who is the CEO of Activision Blizzard. This is a whole other news story altogether. I'm sure you guys have heard about it. Bobby Kotick has said and done some very, very questionable things. So Microsoft steps up and goes, you know what? This is not okay with us. We need to rethink how we work with this company. Now, instead of rethinking how they had to work with the company, they just pulled out their wallet and said, we're going to buy your company, which is insane. $70 billion later, they then own the company. Now, what's strange is that today that they announced that as of right now, Bobby Kotick is not going anywhere, and when the acquisition goes through, he will also not be going anywhere. That is probably the strangest part of this news, and the part that really doesn't make any sense. There's no explaining that as of right now. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but that is what they have announced. Now, for those of you wondering how this is going to affect Call of Duty in the near future, essentially what you need to know is it is not. This acquisition does not go through until June of 2023, which means all of this year, the game will not be touched, and most of next year as well. So as far as the next Call of Duty game, which we are knowing as Modern Warfare 2, there should be no changes and no effect to that whatsoever. However, after that, that is when things are going to kick in and things are going to change. Now, one of the big questions as of right now with this acquisition is exclusivity. Obviously, with Microsoft buying these games, can they just make it so that they are only on PC and Xbox? Yes, but it doesn't sound like that is the case. Over the past couple of years, PlayStation has had some minor exclusivity in regards to things like survival modes, betas, things along those lines. But what Microsoft says is Activision Blizzard games are enjoyed on a variety of platforms, and we plan to continue to support those communities moving forward. If you really look at this, especially with Call of Duty, it would be a very bad move for Microsoft to take Call of Duty off of PlayStation. It's been like the #1 selling game on PlayStation for the past 3 years. So to take that off, it wouldn't really make any sense. And they'd actually be losing some money in doing that. Now, there can be other things that Microsoft does to enhance Call of Duty on their platforms or completely change it whatsoever. So the first thing that they are stating is that with mobile games and Call of Duty, we could see these things on Game Pass and mobile coming out day one. So whether that be things with Call of Duty Mobile or something new altogether revolving around Call of Duty, that's a big thing on mobile. And then Game Pass, you could have day one Game Pass Call of Duty right away, which would be huge for Game Pass. And this isn't really anything that's surprising because just about a year before that or so, Microsoft went out and bought Bethesda, who makes Skyrim, Fallout, those games for $7.5 billion. Now, this deal is 10 times bigger and obviously includes many more games, but that's a big deal too. Now, there is current talks right now about market share because As of right now, Microsoft is just going and buying up all of these game studios, and at a certain point, they're going to own over half of the games that are coming out, and then you can look at them getting a monopoly, but as of right now, they're not close to that. It's not like they own Nintendo or anything crazy like that, so I don't think there's anything to really dive into at this point moving forward with that. Now, there are some other crazy thoughts to come out of this as well, because with Microsoft now owning Call of Duty, possibilities are kind of endless. We could see a Call of Duty Halo crossover, which would be insane, and that very well may be the best-selling game ever, because those are basically the two first-person shooters that got me into first-person shooters, so to see them combined with Microsoft would be absolutely insane. Now, the question that I have moving forward is how this is going to affect the yearly release cycle. As we know, over the past 15 years, Call of Duty has come out with a new game every single year, but we've seen that with somewhat diminishing returns since the launch of Warzone. And the question is how is Microsoft going to treat that? Are they going to keep on Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer with that yearly release cycle, or are they going to flip that on their head? Because that is when the decisions are really going to come in with them. Because of June of 2023, they could technically step in and just say, hey, Treyarch, that game that you're working on, yeah, it's not coming out this year, so, keep pedaling away, or you're fired, or many options. What we do know is going to happen is we are still going to get the Call of Duty game this year, which is planned to be Modern Warfare 2. Of course, we'll get the Warzone updates with that. So in the near future, really nothing is changing. But in the long tail for Call of Duty, that is when we are going to see some crazy stuff happen. And basically, we don't know what is going to happen. Now, there's other implications outside of Call of Duty 2 with all of the games that Activision Blizzard has, World of Warcraft, Overwatch, Diablo, all of these, those are Microsoft's now. So what they do with these is a good question. I don't know, and I don't see where this is going. The last thing that came up in this, and I don't know how this came up in this, but the Microsoft CEO in the call this morning has said that the acquisition will also help build the future of metaverse for the company. I don't know what that means, but apparently the metaverse is still a thing that everyone has their head on. So that's happening. Maybe Captain Price NFTs. I don't know what's happening with that, but as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is the craziest thing to happen to Call of Duty in pretty much the entire time I've been playing it. From the very beginning, Activision has owned it. They've released it under various different studios, and now that could all be changing. Microsoft could step in and say, hey, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Sledgehammer, you're no longer working on Call of Duty. We're going to get this studio to do it. I don't think that's going to happen. And in fact, they said that there should be very minimal changes to the staffing of Call of Duty moving forward with this acquisition. So I doubt that's going to happen, but they could do whatever they want. And things like Halo, Call of Duty crossovers could happen. This is crazy. Now, the question that I have got asked on Twitter more than anything else, and I have to address this, is this good news or bad news for Call of Duty? As of right now, they say that they're going to be putting the game out on all platforms still. So really nothing is going to change there. What we can expect to see is Call of Duty on Game Pass, things like that. I could see early exclusivity for certain things like PC and Xbox, but the direction that they've been going in the past years isn't that. And if they're acquiring them and saying they're not changing much, that may not happen as well. But it also might. So, I don't know. June of 2023 is going to be crazy for Call of Duty. We're going to have to wait to see what happens, but that is the news we got today. I am very curious to hear what you guys think of it down in the comments, so let me know. I'm still kind of shocked by this one, so we might have to talk about this in the weeks moving forward, but as of right now, that is the news. You are now up to date. If you enjoyed, it's always appreciated if you hit that like button. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all my videos, turn notifications on, all of that jazz. But anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the